Hello friends, today we shall discuss about topic the Scrum methodology. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management and you want to learn about it. Friend, Scrum is basically an agile approach to managing the projects that focus on flexibility, teamwork and delivering small usable pieces of the project frequently. Whenever we talk about a Scrum, basically we are talking about flexibility. Flexibility means flexibility with respect to customer, with respect to changes, with respect to feedback. So think of it like building a puzzle piece by piece while constantly checking if the pieces fit well together. The key characteristics of Scrum methodology are iterative development, means that work is done in small cycles called sprints. Then team works closely together and meets regularly. It is another feature or characteristics of team collaboration. Then regular reviews and adjustments are made based on the feedback which we receive from the customer or stakeholders. The components of Scrum are product backlog, which is basically a list of features and tasks required for a project. Then a sprint is a short fixed time period which is usually 2 to 4 weeks, during which a specific set of tasks is completed. Then a sprint backlog is a list of tasks selected from the product backlog to be completed in the current sprint. Then daily sprint is a short daily meeting where the team discusses progress and plans for the day. Then sprint review is basically a meeting at the end of the sprint to showcase completed work and gather feedback. Sprint retrospective is a meeting after the sprint review to discuss what went well and what can be improved here in that case. For example, just take an example that you are developing a mobile application. So first is the product backlog, which basically we are creating a list of all the features and tasks required for the mobile application. The output is the product backlog, which for example features like user login, profile page, chat functionality and notification. Then sprint planning, in which we select tasks from the product backlog to be completed in the upcoming sprint. It is just a meeting basically, and the output is the sprint backlog. For example, for the first sprint, the team selects tasks like setting up the project, creating the user login feature and designing the profile page. Then sprint, the work on the selected task for a set period, which is 2 weeks. The output is completed task ready for review. For example, developers code the login feature, designers create the profile page layout and testers check for any bugs here. Then daily scrum, in which we hold a short meeting every day to discuss progress and plan for the day. The output is updated plans and identification of any roadblocks. For example, each team member answers 3 questions: that what did I do yesterday, what will I do today, and are there any obstacles and showstoppers in my way. Sprint review, in which we demonstrate the completed work to stakeholders and gather their feedback. The output is feedback on the completed task, and the example is the time team shows the working login feature in the design of the profile page and the stakeholders suggest a minor change to the login button. Then sprint retrospective, in which we reflect on the sprint to discuss what went well and what can be improved. The output is the actionable insights for the next sprint. For example, the team notes that daily scrums are very effective but decides to improve how they track progress on track the task. So basically it's a meeting in which we try to understand that what things are positive which should be continued and which things are negative which should not be continued. Here the question that why we use a scrum. Friend, the Scrum is very flexible, that adapt to the changes and new requirements quickly, and it is not rigid as compared to the waterfall approach. Then regular reviews are there and retrospective help improve processes and products. So whatever the problems are there, issues are there, we try to improve it. We try to improve the we try to discontinue the negative things. Then frequent deliverables are there, like deliverable usable parts of the project regularly, providing early value. So because we are working in a small chunks, so we complete a chunk and deliver it to the customer and get his feedback. So when is Scrum best? So friend, for projects where requirements can change frequently, when you need frequent feedback from stakeholders, and environment where quick adaptation and iterative progresses are crucial, like software development. Here friend, there are few limitations of Scrum as well. That first one is that the team and stakeholder need to be committed to regular meetings and reviews. Generally we try to avoid those meetings. Then a team may need time to adjust to the new processes, which is called as learning curve, and many times it happens that without careful management, new requirements can keep being added, making it hard to complete a sprint on time. So scope creep is another issue, problem in the Scrum. So friend, Scrum methodology is like building a project piece by piece, constantly checking and adjusting to make sure everything fits well. It's great for projects where requirements can change and frequent feedback is needed. Teams work in short, focused cycles and continually improve their processes based on regular feedback. Thank you.